Alright, welcome back, YouTube, to the channel. My name is Caleb Obscurus, and today, as you can see right here, we are playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. This is a game that I tried playing a long time ago, that I was very interested in, but I think it was around the same time that I started playing Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 4 Golden stole my heart. I will still say I put about 20 hours, I want to say, into, I believe it was Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lion, which is, from what I understand, not a remake or a remaster, but it was like a rebalancing. But I could be wrong. I was interested in it actually because of Epic Namebro, Marcus. He mentioned it a few times, and I tried playing it, but yeah, then Persona 4 Golden stole my attention. So we're going to be rectifying a roughly 20, not 20, no, probably like a 12-year-old mistake of not finishing Final Fantasy Tactics. But yeah, this is again I would say my first time playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Um, but it kind of. Did I say Epic Name Bro? Yes, I did say Epic Name Bro. Yep. For anybody that yes, I haven't heard that name in years. Oh yes, it's been eons since then, huh? Um, yeah, no, I love Marcus's content. Marcus doesn't do a lot of content on YouTube anymore, from what I've seen, but that's because Marcus has been mainly focusing on his game development stuff. Um, I started watching him when he did the Bloodborne playthrough back in 2016. Wow, yeah. See, I started watching Marcus probably back in like 2012, 2013. Because it was right when Dark Souls was picking up in popularity. I know Franz is gonna hate me when I mention this, but like a German spy, Rurikon, MF Palitime, Epic Name Bro, like all of like those four main creators I started watching at around that time, and then followed by like Plague of Gripes, followed by Nick. I think I started following Nick from Bitterbits probably 2013, 2014. I know I started watching Nick back in university. And I know I again Franz hates when I mention this, but good old Fresno hates whenever I mention like how long I've been watching his content and the fact that, Fresno inspired a lot of my content. So yeah. Uh Ember, Marcus is still making content though. He's constantly streaming on Twitch. Um, he's got a big audience on Twitch too, especially because he does a lot of game creation stuff, and he released his first game too. Yeah. Marcus is still around. And I've actually like again, I've had the pleasure of meeting a German spy as well, and it's really cool to meet people that inspired you because yeah, Fresno's a super sweet guy. I got to meet him and a couple of members of the community at PAX East this previous year, and so yeah, I've got a lot to say about the community members that Epic Name Bro started, and all like the subsequent people that I've met because of it. Yeah, no. Yeah, Ember, let me actually I'm gonna first shout out a German spy because a German spy is fantastic. Streams are a little or streams are oh my god, what's the word for it? Um Streams are infrequent sometimes just because he's busy with work and he's busy with a bunch of other like projects. But yeah, go follow a German spy. Um and then once I can shout out again, I'll shout out Epic Name Bro. That way, you know, people can follow them. I do miss the days, don't get me wrong, like I miss the playthrough days. I'm still really grateful that Franz has kept all of the content that he has made on YouTube though. Because Marcus completely nuked his YouTube channel, or at least maybe not completely nuked, but he got rid of a lot of the old stuff, like a lot of it. And I can't blame him, because it's like, you know, it's not the standard, it's not up to the standard of quality that he would have liked and all that, and that's fine. But I miss it, man. I actually still go back every once in a while and I listen to Franz's Tea Talks. I listen to his playthroughs of Persona 4 Golden, of Demon Souls. I still go back and listen to that stuff every now and then, because you know the him and Pally and Rurikon and ENB and Bitter Bits, like Plague, like again all of those. Like I love listening to that stuff and seeing it in a new light now that I've like gotten older and been like, yeah, you know what? I get a lot more about what they're talking about. Yeah. I don't know how much I need to up the brightness for you guys, so we're just gonna bump it up to we're gonna bump up. We're not gonna do sound effects to subtitles. We're gonna display speaker names and cinematics. We are gonna do that. Probably put that at 90. I can't really hear too much right now, but there's not like too much game sound, so we can always adjust that later. We're probably gonna lower SFX. We're gonna probably lower that because I want to make sure that there is more focus on the voice. I'm also gonna lower music just to potentially save my ass, because you know who is the biggest offender for giving me copyright strikes on YouTube? It's Sony. Sony, like I've uploaded, I tried to upload my gameplay for Final Fantasy 16, and Sony's like, you can't have that. And I'm like, well, fuck. And then Sony is like, and then I tried to upload it for God of War, Ragnarok. And then Sony's also like, no, you can't do that either. I'm like, what the fuck? This isn't fair use. I'm playing your fucking video game, Sony. I don't know, man. It really sucks though. All right, we're gonna start off with that. Game will start with these settings. Damn right it will. So yeah, we are going to be playing the Ivalice Chronicles, the enhanced edition of Final Fantasy Tactics, because, well, that one's got a lot of voice acting, so that way I don't have to read all that much. The enhanced version is based on the original 1997 release of Final Fantasy Tactics, but features full voice acting, additions and adjustments to dialogue, and animated character portraits to provide a more immersive way to experience the story. This version also boasts higher resolution graphics with an updated user interface, along with improved controls and optimized game balance, making it an ideal choice for returning players and newcomers alike. Here's starting with this version. Also, that's really nice that they gave you the classic edition. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to burst. In sword etched, his fading memories. In stone, his tempered skill. By sword attested, by stone revealed. Their tale can now be told. Square Enix presents Zodiac Graves Story. God, the music's good. Yep, new game. Let's see. Squire, easier battles allowing you to concentrate on the story. Carefully balanced. We're gonna go with Knight. That's typically my thought process whenever playing a new game. is to play it on medium difficulty. Well, you guys now know my birthday. My birthday is February 27th. Pisces 9.
I am Arazlam J.D. For the greater part of my life, I have been a student of Ivalice's middle age.
Okay, interesting framing.
You are familiar with the War of the Lions, no? It was a bitter war of succession that rent the land of Ivalice in two. Here we first find mention of Delita Hyrule, the hero who would draw the curtain on this dark act of our history. His is a tale of great renown, familiar to all who dwell within our land. But, as we well know, what the eye sees is oftentimes a mere fragment of the truth. There was another young man.
Oh?
Ramza Beowulf. The youngest son of House Beowulf, famed for producing leaders of men. There is no official record of the role he played on history's stage.
Oh.
However, according to the Jirai papers, which had long lain concealed in church archives, this forgotten young man was in fact the true hero.
Oh.
The church maintains he was a heretic of the highest order, an inciter of unrest, who blasphemed the gods and profaned the godly. Which of these two accounts is to be believed?
That's really interesting. I always love those
Join me
hidden...
now in my search to uncover the answer.
Okay, trying not to talk over
Leaders
shit.
of men. Manly men? Men in tights? You know what they of these nuts.
Thank you, Persephone. I was just gonna say, I always love those types of stories throughout history where it's like these unknown people suddenly becoming great, but maybe being hidden because, you know, their story is not convenient, right? Joan of Arc is very much like that. If the English had their way, Joan of Arc probably would have been buried in history. She wouldn't have been canonized as a saint, right? But yeah, those unknown figures of history are always fascinating to me. Those stories lost to time. It's both sad and interesting. You gotta wonder how much of it is true, right? Exactly, yes. Well, I wouldn't call myself a historian. I am a lover of history, right? And that's the thing about history. When you winners set history, right? Well, at least as much back then as of now, and right now, it's still kind of true. Winners still set history, but because of the age of the internet, now the underdogs get to write history as well, right? Because, you know, if it weren't for the internet, we wouldn't have had so much insight into the Palestinian genocide, right? We wouldn't, you know, if it weren't for the internet, you know, we wouldn't be so, like, I wouldn't be informed of it at all. Or I wouldn't have had any inclination to look into that stuff, right? But now, the underdogs are writing history as well. It's very much changed. Sure, there are still questions about, like, how much of this is true, how much of this is reality. But when you look at it, you know, when you look at it, how much things have changed, it's, these two presented sides are now, you know, actively conflicting with one another, right? It's really fascinating. Also, hey, Grizzy, welcome on in. God, the music's so good. I'm so glad that I got an art print in this style, by the way. By the way, the art print for this will be available later tonight on my merch store. It will be available as a print. I'm thinking of seeing if I can make it available as something, maybe some other things, but it's gonna be at least available as a print. We're observing that right now in Portland, where locals know that it's like a single city block, yet people are trying to manipulate the dialogue. Exactly, right? It's yeah.
Father, abandon not your
Shut up
wayward
now, apparently.
children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Lady Ovelia, it is time.
I'll not be much longer, Agrius.
Your escort has already arrived.
But yeah, like the whole thing of like, I mean, it's the same thing with what's happening right now with like ICE, right? And then the calls against Antifa, right? Because, you know, the government is trying to control the narrative, but it's very clear that that's not really working anymore, because when you think about it, right, the government is, you know, the government is moving towards a fascist idea, right? Or a fascist ideology, rather. And now we're seeing this move that, like, oh yeah, like they're designating a ideology of being Antifa, being anti-fascist, as a terrorist organization. Like, how is like that's fucked up. That is concerning, right? Why would a government entity deem an ideology of being anti-fascist as being wrong, right? This idea of going against the sort of the winning ideology, or the leading ideology, is really interesting, because typically, like Fenris said, you know, the winners typically writes history, but now we're seeing that that's not necessarily the case anymore. You mean the exact group opposing them being fascist? What do you mean? Like, are you talking about like the government being fascist, or
Please, heed the good lady's words, Highness. You must hurry.
Still in here, are you? It's been the better part of an hour.
Gafgarian, you forget yourself, sir. You are in the presence of the princess.
Gafgarian, that is quite the name. By the way, I do apologize that my dog is blocking the names. The government labeling the group opposing them as terrorists. Oh, said group abusing their said group opposing their abuse of power. Yes.
Mayhap bowed heads would less offend. But you would do well to waste less time on idle pleasantries.
I see even the noble Order of the Northern Sky cannot rid itself of vulgar knaves.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, already seeing like that disparaging of social position, right? Gotta love
A
it.
guard captain in these rain-sodden hinterlands ought not to expect chivalry. We are in the employ of the Order, not of it. Our pay does not cover trite courtesies to the likes of you.
Shit.
Govern your tongue.
Enough. Let us be on our way.
The Father watch over you, child.
And you, Elder.
By the way, you can't really, you kind of see it, blocking it a little bit, but, very cross-like object, right? Very cross-like in nature. Also the idea of, like, the Father, the God, like, a god-like deity, right? I'm kind of curious now where Ramza kind of lands in all this, because this very much feels like, you know, a stand-in for the Catholic Church, or, you know, any other insert Christian denomination here, right?
Milady, the enemy is upon us.
Oh shit.
You got Tanner's men?
We are paid for this. Time to earn our keep.
It looks like... Oh. Well, what does it look like? Can move... Camera panned a little bit.
What is it, Ramza? You above getting paid to do a job?
I'm a knight no longer. Just another sellsword.
Right then. To battle.
It's battle. T-shape, kind of like wing-like. Oh, okay, I can
Deliver
kind of
us,
see that.
Oh Lord.
Okay, so, I am not the best at tactics games because I've not played a lot of them, so, I may or may not fuck this up. Thankfully, this is probably just a tutorial area, so, me fucking up is probably in the cards.
Lion. Duke Goltanna must be mad.
You there, wench! It is useless to resist.
Damn! Damn! We're hitting her with a wench out of, like, out the
You
gate.
will surrender the princess. If not, well, I would hate to see anything happen to that pretty face of yours.
Wow, okay.
A head on a sword. These swords of Goltanna lack wits, one and all.
In that case, we should be able to handle this without you, Gafgarian.
Damn, girl!
Mayhap you could, but there's no money to be made in that. Lad, Ramza, with me.
Defeat all enemies. Cool.
Kill them all! Leave no man standing!
You would have us slaughter them. Are you mad?
What? What else would you want to do?
Kill them here, and you'll have played into Duke Goltanna's hands. We need only put them to rout.
I find dead men rout more easily.
My turn.
Controlling Ramza in the first battle, you can only control Ramza. When Ramza's turn comes, he may move once or perform one ability. Okay. Oh wait. Okay. Combat timeline. Okay. Oh. Reposition. Yeah. All right. Typical tactic. Okay. Your abilities in battle. Okay. We're just gonna attack the nerd in front of us. Oh. There we go.
I have you now!
I have so much left to give.
Right then.
Whoa. Shadow Blade.
Farewell.
Ooh.
And everything.
That's sick. Heads up, if a character goes down, you have 3 turns to revive them, or if it's perma-death for that one. Gotcha. Thank you. By the way, just general rule,
I am ready.
I don't mind a little bit of, backseating. Just kind of keep it to a minimum, unless I've got, like, questions. As well as, like, obviously, avoid spoilers, too.
I fear nothing.
I like how the guy's name was Fucks. We're past, like, the 10-minute, or, like, the 5-minute mark of the episode. I could curse.
By divine
This
will
game can
I
be tricky,
come.
so be careful. Yeah, I figured.
Darkness
I
empowered.
remember it being
Shadow
tricky back in the
Blade.
day when I was trying to play it.
Do not let them win.
Onward.
That's such a cool ability. Do I get to learn that one? No spoilers, obviously. I'm just at rhetorical question.
Not. Embrace inevitable end. Judgment Blade.
Oh wait, is she going? Oh, I was about to say, is she gonna go full Vergi on us? And dude, Ramses' turn is taking a while to get to.
How could this be?
I get that this is a tutorial, so that's why.
Right.
Oh, hey, cool.
It's over! No. No.
How to proceed?
Ah, coward.
Leave it to me.
Right.
You know, when she said Judgment Blade, I really thought she was about to pull out a katana and go
No mercy!
go full Vergi on somebody. That would have been great.
Forward.
Why?
Oh, shit, the princess.
No. Lady Ovelia.
Shit.
This way. Hurry up. And try making a little less noise.
I'll not take orders from you!
You've quite a mouth on you, princess.
Is this guy supposed to be the hero of history? Wow, what a dick. Oh! What an asshole!
Hold there!
I think not. If you feel wronged, blame yourself or the father.
This cannot be.
Delita. He lives. But why does he serve under the banner of Duke Goltana? I do not understand.
Well, crap. That's not good.
Records of the hero Delita Hyrule first appear 1 year before the outbreak of the War of the Lions. The loss of the 50 Years' War saw Ivalice paying enormous reparations and ceding vast swathes of land to Ordalia, the victors. Knights and sellswords returned from the front to find their homes razed and loved ones slain. Compounding their woes, they were denied pay for their service and stripped of their livelihoods. This ill treatment led many to abandon their fealty to the crown and the nobility. Once loyal soldiers became rogues and traitors, donning the thief's cloak and plotting treason.
I got something to say about this, but I gotta wait.
Unrest for Ivalice. Murder and theft were commonplace. Many were the young adventurer and mage who stepped forward to counter this threat. Of these, the city of Gariland too saw its share. It was there that our tale began, a year earlier.
Okay, so that is a really interesting note throughout history, right? Again, I'm not the biggest historian. My understanding of historical events comes from just readings that I've just done on my own. I'm not a trained historian. I have no, focus area. But the idea of, whenever a war breaks out and then reparations are to be made, that usually destabilizes countries, right? The most prime example of that, is Germany post-World War One. And by extension, Japan and East Asia following the Treaty of Versailles as well, because, you know, the idea of you putting reparations on a country for an act of war, it destabilizes economies, right? It's why, you know, it's why Germany fell to fascism in the 1920s and the 1930s, right? It's why ultranationalism arose in Japan. Well, not completely why. There's no like one reason why stuff happens. It is just a culmination of a lot of effects. But for this scenario, right? Yeah, post-war economies are either scarcities or very prosperous, right? The defeated force will often face a lot of scarcity because, yeah, you're often paying reparations. You've suffered a lot of probably a lot more losses than the winning side, right? And that's what leads to further destabilization down the line, and is one of the reasons why then war might break out later, especially in modern history, where you see a lot of like the rise of nationalism, because now when people are being are tying themselves to the identities of nations, this idea of fighting for your nation is so prevalent as to like why people continue to fight even after the conflict is over, or why people take losses very seriously, because the ideas of nations have now are now super saturated throughout societies at this point. And it's why the rise of fascism became such a prevalent thing, back in the day. And I mean, I would even argue poor post-conflict results leads to the rise of extremist ideologies. So yeah, no, this is pretty on the nose.
Did you hear? Another Wayne was struck last night on its way to Egros.
The Corpse Brigade again.
Oh.
'Tis long past the hour for drills. What is happening, I wonder? Delita, what do you suppose this is about?
I could hazard a guess.
Oh? Do tell.
So glad that this is all voice acted, by the way.
I think Duke Larg is coming to Gariland.
Duke Larg? Why?
Not just the Duke. The Marquis Elmdor de Limbri, too.
That's the first I've heard of it. This has not the sound of a state visit.
It probably isn't.
All of Ivalice is in turmoil. The Order's supposed to be keeping things under control, but the fact is, they number too few.
And they mean to bolster their numbers with us.
All right, everybody, fall in! The Order of the Northern Sky has an assignment for its Knight's Apprentice. As I'm sure you're already aware, the number of brigands roaming Galleon is on the rise. Among them, the Corpse Brigade, a seditious lot with a grudge against the very crown they had served. Rogues such as they must be dealt with. The Order has been commanded to undertake an operation to eliminate the brigade. An operation of a grand scale. We will not be acting alone. The Order will be joined by, among others, His Excellency Duke Larg's Royal Guard.
Oh, okay.
This will leave Egros Castle undermanned. Your task will be to proceed there and support us from the rear by bolstering its defenses.
Okay, so this might just be me, but this feels like we're being set up to be a scapegoat. Because why would a royal guard take a forward position tonight, like in this conflict, right? Why not use your mercenaries to do that instead, and then take the credit for when they win? Why move forward and then leave an undermanned castle as our responsibility? That seems pretty suspicious.
Remember, you represent the Academy.
Can't say tonight, but I hope you enjoy FF Tactics. Hey, thank you, Sally. You have a good one. Thank you so much for dropping by, regardless.
Fight with honor and trust in your steel.
I will take care of that after I do this recording, Sally.
The time to take up arms is already upon you, young apprentices. I've just received word that a band of thieves, routed by our knights, flees here to Gariland, where the bustling streets will only aid their escape. We will move to stop them and finish the task of our brothers. You, young apprentices, will accompany us. This is but a squall before the storm of battle. Prepare yourselves at once. Dismissed.
Interesting. Guest party member, Delita.
Let's be on our way.
Yeah, these are temporary units. Yeah. Okay, so this first episode might be a little bit long, just because I want to get a feel for the game outside of the what's it called? Outside of the tutorial. So we're gonna play this next mission and then probably call it from there. I'm still curious to see what combat looks like in an actual gameplay scenario. Formation place up to 5 units. Okay. Okay. So, Ramza, I'm assuming this could be like a forward position. At least I assume so. So yeah, Ramza can stay where he's at for right now. Alright, so who do we want to place here? Charles is a squire, Neil's a squire, Roth is a chemist, squire, chemist. Okay. So...
Understood.
Alright, so we're gonna probably position, one of our chemists here. We're gonna position another one of our chemists here. Okay.
I can't wait.
Yeah, this will be fine. Yeah.
What have we here? Little moppets, is it? Our luck's turned for the better. All right, lads. Cut through these and we're as good as fled. Make quick work of them. And don't be leaving no squealers behind.
Okay, so splitting the parties into 3 is a good choice.
Leave it to me.
All right. Oh, they can go into the water. Interesting.
Careful, Ramza. Remember, the well-aimed thrust pierces the mail.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Don't patronize me, Delita. We Beowulfs know our way around the battlefield.
Beowulf, was it? Heir to the noble house, Beowulf, I'd wager.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to blast where you're coming from.
Looks like we have ourselves some apprentices from the academy. Well, highborn moppets are still moppets.
Oh, jeez.
Lay down your arms or die clutching them.
None will mourn your passing.
Oh boy.
Is that right? You're in far over your little heads.
Okay. So Ramsek can move pretty far. I guess helping out Delita might be a good idea here. Yeah, I'm gonna help out Delita. Expected outcome. Okay. Hey, okay, cool.
I feel stronger.
No turning back.
Okay, so what are the abilities that I have here? We're probably gonna just go evasive stance here, yeah. What abilities do you have? No. I don't have any ranged abilities, which sucks. No, it is the proper way to speak, Soren. It's just an accent. So he's fine. If I move him behind Delita, and then fuck it, just heal Delita.
My thanks.
Okay.
I won't lose.
Doesn't have much. Yeah. Well, to be fair, it's not Old English. It's what's it called? It's a Cockney accent, I believe. Old English is completely different. Yeah, we're gonna move our guy into the water. Oh, okay, the Squires do have a ranged combat ability. Rad. But I can't hit anybody with it. Ow. Damn. Gonna have to wait.
Got me to contend with.
No, I know what you mean. Is like that's what I'm saying. Is like even what you're saying is not an Old English accent. It's a Cockney accent.
How about that?
Okay. Okay. I just bonked her with, I don't know what I bonked her with. Well, it's both of what you guys were doing was basically a Cockney accent, yeah. So if I... if I then hit... Yeeter with a rock. Nice.
Just getting started.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I also need to go to more random fairs to confirm, but I think that I might like a job at one. Yeah, I mean, it just... Oh, shit.
All in a day's work.
I don't know how easy it is to get a job at a Ren Fair, but that would be really cool, yeah.
I have you now! I can't go on.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait here.
It's curtains for me.
Good shit. I already bought a bunch of clothes because I wanted to dress that way anyway, and I carry a practice sword around with me since 2016. How do you get away with carrying? Oh wait, you're white. That's why. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say, it's like, how the fuck do you get away with that? And then I remembered, oh yeah, it's because you're white.
Let me see to that.
I needed that.
We'll wait here. Oh no. Oh shit.
Hard work pays off.
So started with sticks A. Did you just punch him in the face?
Me then.
Not looking good.
I'll not be outdone. The fruits of my labors.
We'll just have him wait. Have her wait as well. Oh, wait. That's fine. Oh, great. I walk into stores and restaurants with it and everything and it worked? What the hell? Yeah, you really do got that white privilege on you.
It's over! Bloody hell! Ready and able.
Eat that rock. Right here. Oh, shit. Oh, well, at least it didn't knock him off. That's good. We're gonna go ahead. Heal Ramza again.
My thanks.
I like how he just throws the potion at him, by the way.
Time to show off my skills.
I'm in a bad way.
Yeah, you are. Oh, he's gonna use it on himself? Damn.
No turning back.
Fundamentals. Throw a rock at his face. Nice. Only time I got stopped was at a small mini fair, and that was because they had security guards at the gate, but they just let me leave it with them. And they only did because they didn't want the owners possibly giving grief. Fair enough. Hey, Blaze, how's it going, buddy? How you doing tonight? Oh, there's nobody else for me to attack here. I guess we'll wait. Can I hit this guy from up here? I cannot. Can I throw a rock at his butt? Yes, I can.
Ready for anything? Just getting started.
Oh. I can move up here, actually. And I can attack this guy. Hey.
I'll show him.
But also, I can legally carry a real sharpened sword. Technically, I may have to argue laws with some people, but one cop confirmed it. Best of his knowledge. To be fair, most it depends on the state. Yeah, so yeah, you can get away with carrying a sword depending on the state.
Why persist in such folly? Honest work would see them die old in bed. Yet they choose instead this early grave.
The only law is concealed blade length, but no length law exists for an open carried blade. Interesting. At least for in Maryland, or wherever you are. Maine. I can't remember what state you live in. We got a mithril knife, a phoenix down, and a potion. Maine, yeah. If it was concealed, I think it's like 3 inches or something. Hey man, 3 inches is enough to get the job done.
Barbeneth Beowulf, a great hero who had attained the
Also, of course,
distinguished
Texas
title
allows
of
it.
Knight
It's
Gallant,
Texas.
approached the hour of his death.
What news of the war?
The Order has struck a great blow. Limbri is ours once more. 'Tis but a matter of time ere the Ordalians withdraw from Seltenia. All goes as planned, Lord Father. Be not troubled.
The envoy dispatched to treat with
So I'm guessing this is
returned
Rams's
this
dad.
night past.
Also, that is Ben Starr. Okay, I did not know who he voiced in this.
He has agreed to your proposal, Lord Father.
Dice Starg.
Good. Very good.
Most of the selfie, by the way, and the sword in the pictures is the one I carry. Ah.
Father.
There now, Alma. Do you want my last memory to be of your tears?
Where is that Ramza? He should be here at your side.
Zalbarg, Dystarg, you are dear to me. But Ramza is no less so. Though he be not the issue of the womb that bore you, my sons, still my blood courses through his veins.
Oh. Oh, Ramza is a half-sibling. Okay.
Lord Father!
You forget yourself, Ramza.
You have come. Good. Let me look upon your face once more.
Lord Father.
How long has it been? You've grown into a fine young man. I would hear of your studies. You've been at the academy since spring, is it? Hear me, Ramza. For generations, we Beowulfs have stood foremost of those who serve the crown. Ours is the soul of the night. Become a knight worthy of your name. Tolerate no injustice. Stray not from the true path.
Oh man, as cool as it would be that the idea of chivalry actually meant something, but I mean, it is a thing for stories. It is a thing to aspire to. The reality of it is a lot more.
You will know the path you must walk. A Beowulf can walk no other.
I will not fail you, Father.
Your friend, Delita. He is a good boy. He is low-born, but he can serve you well.
Oh, goody. Oh, so no wonder Delita probably got like a lot of attention. A low-born knight turned into the hero of a country. Oh, Delita's probably got a big bone to pick with Ramza, given social class and status. Oh,
I've
goody.
made arrangements for him to enter the academy. You should have seen the look on the headmaster's face. In the years ahead, you will need someone whom you can trust. You could do far worse than Delita.
As you say, Father.
Take care of your sister. Show these brothers of yours what it is. What it is to be a knight.
Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. While pressing, blah blah blah, unit parties, blah blah blah, gotcha. From unit selection, you can set a favorite, okay. Okay, so, we're gonna go ahead and leave it here for the, for this first episode of Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. So far, I've really been enjoying this. This episode's gonna be a little bit longer than the subsequent ones, I think. It just really depends on how long it takes to get through certain encounters, but getting through the magic city of Gariland, I think is a good place to stop for right now. So yeah, for everybody on YouTube, if you guys are watching this as soon as it comes out, I'm still in the middle of my donathon, and I am recording some content ahead of time because I'll be going to TwitchCon here in San Diego in just a couple of days. And I'm gonna try to get some content out this week, and basically start prepping for next week. But yeah, if you could hit that like button and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to catch these recordings live or any of my other live streaming content, you can go to twitch.tv/OscurousVT and, you know, hit that follow button. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you all later. Buenas noches y hasta luego.